And they always talk about, like, even look at marriages. When people get married, they give the ratio of, like, small private marriages versus big expensive, and the rate of success versus one versus each. Like, all that pomp and circumstance to show everyone else the love and affection.
Right.
If that's what's needed to display it, to show to others, I think then it's not there.
Yeah, I would have never got it. I would have never got anything if that was the case.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I just think it's stupid to operate in that realm. If that's where you're operating and that's what you're thinking, then you're the wrong spouse for someone, bro. You need to find someone who is simple-minded as you, if that's the way you need to operate, to do things to show others how real your love is in your relationship. I think it's just fucking bananas.
Yeah. That was one of the things that I think, in case anybody's watching and is nervous about getting married and all of those things, that was the biggest thing for me. The biggest hurdle for me was the whole, I know that I'm not doing the wedding. I don't dream about this. This is not me. How many people do you invite to a point to where now it's like, I'm inviting people that I don't even know if I'm not even sure about. Not to say I don't like them, but I'm not sure about them because I'm for sure that they don't know who I am for real, So it's like, oh man, this is crazy. I actually like the idea of elope to go elope, do your own thing. It's a personal thing between you and the next person.
Or super small with the immediate people you might want to share that with. If you, it
even those people.
It depends on how close you are with those people. Like, some people have really close relationships with their siblings and parents. So, you know what I mean? So I don't know.
You know what's crazy? This is now I got it. Like, I'm not even trying to do a take, but when it comes to that part, I don't care about those other people.
Well, again,
only when it comes to that part. Like,
you don't know what her relationship is with her parents. Like, I don't know. Some people are super, super close with those people, and they want to share those most intimate moments, or however they got together. They might have a small, really close to their friends. It could be a ceremony with 10 people. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying it. That's all I'm saying.
I'm with you.
When I say small, that's what I mean.
Every time I went to a wedding, I said, "I don't want to ever have one of these."
No.
I enjoyed the wedding.
Yeah, the cake was great.
The cake, the dancing, the food, and all that. The thing I'm just so serious. Like, I'm just so serious. It's like, yo, it's like having a kid. Everybody else, they would tell me about what it's like to have a kid. Like, oh, you have a kid when you have a kid when you have a kid. The moment my son came, it was like, oh, I'm happy. Now I'm back to regular. Like, damn, yo, this is a big responsibility now.
That's what happens.
Damn. Shit. Not shit in a bad way, but like, what is everybody talking about? Like, yo, why are you so
shit still go on, bro?
Why are you so happy about this big ass responsibility like this? This is huge. Like, I would have to say, save all that energy for what's about to come.
Say that then.
God.
Say that then, bro.
Like, whew, that's how I felt.
I can't, I'm not gonna say all those kind of people. I say a lot of those people overcompensating, bro. They overcompensating.
Because it's a little too obvious, right? Like,
yeah. I'm not saying all, because I don't want to brush stroke like that. I don't want to narrow my view and say all, but a lot of those the stats show it. A lot of those marriages don't last.
Yeah.
How much you love them? All right. We ain't got to do it for everybody.
Yeah. I actually, this is good. I don't really like, unless I know you. Like me, I know you. It's different. So the conversation we have, and I got maybe 2 or 3 other people that I know, so we can talk about spouse and different things like that. When other people talk about their spouse, I don't listen. I'm not into it because I'm like, listen, ninja, or whoever you are, I don't want to see the N-word, but listen, ninja, this shit is hard, bro. This shit takes energy, this shit is not happy-go-lucky every single day. This is about building and working and doing things together. This is
a lot of work, a lot of compromise, a lot of patience, a lot of losing arguments, a lot, bro. It's a lot that go into it.
Yeah, it's like when people say, I'm not it's talking loosely, like, yo, I just love being a parent. I love it. I love it so much. I get everything. My child is my whole world. Is my life. I never understood that. Like, I can never feel that. I wasn't in, I can never feel it. Like, I love the hell out of my son, big time. So I get where people are coming from, but it's like, I would say that's a bit immature. Like, that's a bit immature.
Is it? I mean, I guess that's what we're taught to say. Think about like like marriage relationships. Where do we get that that vision of what it is? Like from Disney, like, you know what I mean? Princess, marriage.
I never liked that stuff.
Like that's the staple of what the expectation should be. So that's what people feel. So that's what they're basing. The same thing with kids. Like kids should be awesome, should be great.
Yeah, I never like that. I don't feel comfortable.
And if you say like, my bad, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Good.
And if you say, yo, I don't even like these guys today, bro. I don't even like my kids most days.
Right.
You're not allowed to say that. I love them. I'm here for them. Some days I don't like them.
That's okay. A good one. The love versus the like, right? I notice it's very easy for me to love people. And because that's easy for me, I don't care much about trying to like somebody. I don't force that. And I don't know if this would be the case, but I have great parents. I have great parents. But emotional support, I never got. Never got emotional support. So from that, independence is big for me. You know, like personal responsibility is huge. So it's weird. It's easy for me to love. Happens quick, love. But it could be a child. I don't like you. I just don't like you.
The fact that he said it could be a child.
You know, it's not. But it would never be expressed to the child. Absolutely no. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I would never express that to the child. You know.
What?
But it's just like, I'm not thinking about you. Like I got stuff to do. You understand? Like I still have a life and I still have things to do.
Well, yeah. The reason you make it sound horrible when you say it.
No, but you get what I'm,
I get what you're saying, but when you say it to someone who doesn't, it would sound horrible.
Bro,
it would sound horrible.
There's a lot of other things.
To someone who doesn't know, you're like, oh, that guy's a horrible father.
It's more about a detach. The reason why I can be so close to my son right now is because he needs me every step of the way. Now I can see with other children, I can see them being coddled so much, or at least hear about it. I'm like, well, damn. Like I look forward to, if I had that opportunity, I look forward to giving my kid an ass whooping or disciplining them.
You're terrible.
Because that to me is more important than all of the BS.
You're terrible.
And it sounds crazy, but
it does.
But you know, when people say, I believe that when people say, just to water it down a little bit, I believe that the toughest people, the people that portray the toughness on the outside, I would say they're the softest, most easiest people on the inside.
Fair.
Right? So what I'm displaying to you may sound tough, but when you really know me and know
that's
who
what
I
I said. That's what I said.
Same. But I still think the same.
Doesn't know you, it sounds horrible.
But I still think the same, though.
Fair.
I still think the same. I feel like there could be times where people use their kids as a crutch.
I don't disagree.
It's like every time I speak to you, you got to speak about your kid. And same thing with spouse too. I'm speaking with you. The kid conversation is cool. I got kid. Spouse conversation is cool. I got spouse, but I'm not really into that. Tell me more about like who you are. Like who am I dealing with for real? I like that more than anything else. Because all of the other stuff we can broad store and bullshit. Because if I tell you like, man, I can't stand my fucking wife, man. God. Here you are. You're about to tell me like, oh my God. When the sun beams in and shines on her. And it's like, I get that point too. I get it. But there's a lot of other stuff that goes around. And everybody wants to just talk about the good stuff, right? Let's talk about the good stuff. But think about it. Think about it. Your average guru online would never tell you like, by the way, all that good stuff I'm talking, I'm about to go smoke me a joint right now. Whew, I'm tired. I want to relax. They don't show that. Like, they don't show that. I want to kind of like lead off with that. Like, yo, I'm a regular dude. Here you go. Take it how you want it. But the thing is, it's not a tough guy. Take it how you want it. It's more like, no, I like being this way. So whatever you think about it, go ahead and express it. But this is what I like. You understand? There's no tough guy stuff about it.
Yeah, that's rough.
How?
That's rough when you lead with that. Because now when you lead with that, I'm going to formulate all type of opinions of who you are and what you do without knowing you. So that's rough when you lead with that, because it doesn't give people the chance to allow to know you, to be able to take what you're saying within context.
Yeah, you're right.
When you lead with that, everything's gonna be taken out of context.
Right. Some things I think should be led with, and and this is one of the things I don't even talk about really, but I'd rather lead off with like this is I understand what you believe in because you done bombarded me with your belief. Every conversation we have, you bombard me at some point with your belief, never asking me what I believe in. And I never bombard you with my belief at all. But I hate being bombarded with any belief of anyone. It's like, dude, did I ever force any of the things that I believe on you? And do you know what that would sound like? You would consider me the D word. You would consider me the D word, but I never force it, but it's always forced the other way. I don't like that. Let's not talk about that. I want to talk about you. And if you're so big on, if that's all you and everything there is to you to know about you, then in a way, I kind of know you already, right? Because I know several other people in that collective that act the same way. So there's nothing for me to know about you. I want to know about you. I don't care about nothing else but you and the individual. How are you building yourself? How are you? I'm into that. Think about it. I don't ask about the other things. I know those other things are there with you, but I'm not into that. I'm into the individual I'm speaking with right now. And you can say, well, so much of the other stuff makes me. I get that, but that's not interesting.
Well, it's rough because those other things make that person who they are. Those influences make that person who they are. Those influences can shape why that person made those decisions. So to that person, they are telling you about them.
It's not interesting.
Yeah. Say that then. So say that then.
So you see where I'm going.
I see where you're going.
You get a guy, and hypothetically, you get a guy, he talks about his wife. Everything is great. Oh, I love my wife. That's making me vomit.
I mean,
I want to go.
Are you mad because you can't say the same thing? Because he could be telling the truth. His situation could be all flowers. He could not have had an argument. That could truly be his life.
It's just not interesting. I have nothing to add to it. I have nothing to add to it.
You're horrible, bro.
I have nothing to add to it. But look, check it out. The relationships I like the most is with people that I know we've had quarrels. We've had issues before. I feel safe around that. Like, it's going to sound crazy. Sometimes I just poke. Mind you, I just poke just so I can get on somebody's nerves. Just so they can give me a little bit of the realness, like, that's
how you really feel.
Yeah. Because I don't have no ill malice. I would never feel nothing ill towards anyone. I don't have the time.
Little funny face. Yeah. Lopsided dread.
That's how you really feel. Yeah. No problem. That's no problem. I'm into that. Like, yeah. I'm comfortable with that. That's why I'm comfortable with the disagreements and stuff like that. It's like, oh, okay, I get it. I don't really like the pretense attitude and the pretense nature of a lot of relationships. That scares me because I'm not going to be able to keep that up.